Hello, welcome back to Illustrator Jones. This is the second half of the tour of my sketchbook. However, for some reason, my voice sounds Scottish because my children have been messing around with my computer again. I asked them, "What have you done? Can you turn it back?" And they said, "No, we won't do it," they said. The miserable little tykes, honestly. Look what they've done to my voice. I don't know how to change it back. What? What? Just press that button. What button? That one. Okay, I'll press it. And my voice is back to normal. Ah, there we go. How do you do that? Anyway, you're not going to tell me? No, you wouldn't tell me, would you? Rotters, honestly. Anyway, back to the sketchbook tour. Okay, back to Doug McClure movies, The Land That Time Forgot, and At the Earth's Core. I loved these movies when I was a kid. I saw these on TV. I didn't see these ones in the cinema, but yeah, of course we've got the Doug McClure collection now, Monster Collection, on DVD, much to me dad's horror. I told him I bought these and he goes, "Well, what are you going to do that for? Honestly, I can't believe you." Anyway, I like the movies. I think they're great. I do like Peter Cushing. I like him in most things he's in. He doesn't look like Peter Cushing. Again, I just draw my own characters out of my head. But the Submarine, I did copy the Submarine from the original poster for this movie because I can't remember offhand what submarines looked like from the Second World War. Then again, I don't know what submarines look like now, to be perfectly honest. So yeah, I was quite happy with that one, with the Submarine. Everything else is just made up, but I tried to include lots of bits and pieces from the movie. You know, in this one, At the Earth's Core, with the burrowing machine and all the creatures from the movie as well. So I enjoyed drawing those. I like them. Yeah, so they're good films though, so I like those. The Last Man on Earth, Vincent Price. Doesn't look like Vincent Price, but never mind, it's the idea, isn't it? So that was a weird film. That was really creepy and strange and kind of as if it was foretelling the future for today about a disease that attacks the entire planet. But instead of what COVID's done, it just turns everybody into zombies, which is a bit weird. Anyway, I quite like the film, so I drew a picture about it in colour. This is Rosiana Jones, and this is the stairway of doom that she plays on, and her dad keeps telling her not to play on the stairs, and don't leave your toys on the stairs because somebody will have an accident. And that's where the idea. This is, you know, in her imagination, they look differently. Wind in the Willows. In the 1980s, Cosgrove and Hall did a series with David Jason. I think it was Richard Pearson and what's his? I can't remember who played Badger now. But yeah, I used to watch those to death when I was a kid, and I had them on video. Remember video? No? Oh God, made me feel old. But yeah, I used to watch that. I've got them all on DVD now, and I still watch them now. They're so funny, and they're so lovely to watch. So I drew my own version of them anyway. I can't remember his name. The voice that did that one, I think, was it Peter Sallis? That did Wallace and Gromit, or Dick Wallace anyway. Michael Horton, that's it. Michael Horton did the voice of Badger. Anyway, I love the series, so I drew my own little picture of it. There's Rosiana Jones with a big blue monster. Now this was the idea of the stairway. This is in her imagination. This is what the stairway to doom looks like. The stairs of doom in the jungle, kind of Indiana Jones-esque. And this is her dad telling her off, and lots of pictures of Lonely Bear. I was going to do this. I was going to, do a story with this, but it's not commercial enough, I don't think. I had to do something that was a bit more topical, shall we say. Anyway, I was putting her, Rosiana Jones, in a balloon in a picture. I'll show you in a minute. And I was trying to work out what kind of balloon I was going to use. If you noticed in the other picture of the real stairs, there's balloons hanging on the side. Lots of robots, and I do like drawing big teeth, monster bite, and a severed dinosaur head for some reason, and lots of these lovely little I like these, lots of little wasps and bugs. That's the picture that she was going to be sitting in here, Rosiana Jones, and this is the stairs of doom. That was going to be a centerpiece in the book. But there she is, look. That was meant to be in that picture. Godzilla again. Been watching Godzilla movies again, have you, Chris? I have, actually. Yes, I have. Yeah, so I've drawn lots of Godzillas. And this is Naughty Neris and her mum and dad. Yeah, they're stressed parents, they are. And she's just naughty. And there she is. That's what she looks like in the book. Playing with mud. Naughty Neris. And that's meant to be her dad, but that's a terrible drawing. That's absolutely awful. This drawing, that one, and I think that one and that one, I did. Oh, and the little bugs as well. All the rest are drawn by my daughter Rosiana. That one I thought was hilarious. She drew, for some reason, drew a drunken sailor. Not too sure why, but she did. And that beautiful rose and characters. I think she drew that one first, and then I had to draw it again because I was so taken with the way it looked. But yeah, she's a good artist, and her sister is too. Daisy, she's really good, and Harry is actually, but he doesn't do a lot of drawing. But recently, I've noticed he has. He's been sending me little drawings which are really good. Again, a page full of ideas, practice, people's faces, Naughty Neris being very naughty. Also, old B movies. I think that was called. I know what that was called. I'll tell you in a minute what that was from. That was a little practice of the monster from a certain film. Not of This World. That's a good one. I think that's a Roger Corman movie, if I'm not mistaken. He's quite good at that. That was a good film, that one. And Wasp Woman, that was good too. That one I really like. Fiend Without a Face. I love that movie. Good film there. And I do like drawing little aeroplanes and monsters. Another aeroplane. And another severed limb. Don't ask me why the little baby is in the monster's mouth holding a load of TNT. I've no idea where I was going with that, but still. More tickle. More Naughty Neris. Big aeroplanes. Tentacles and eyeballs. Can you see a theme appearing here? Swamp Thing. For the first time, a few months ago, I watched a film called The Swamp Thing. I think it's a Wes Craven movie. Of course, after it finished, I had to go and draw Swamp Thing, my own version of him, so I drew that. I don't like the face. I was upset with the face. Anyway, it is what it is. This was another idea for the school for Tickle the Hedgehog to go to. So I sketched out pencil, inked it up, and then coloured it in with watercolours. I don't know if you want to know what the watercolours I use. They're Coatman, Winsor & Newton Coatman colours, these. Can you see them? Yeah. That's the watercolour I use. They're not hugely expensive. If you buy the little boxes, the little squares, those, they're about £2.50 in Hobbycraft. £2.50 a piece. So they're nice colours. They're quite vibrant, and you can get some good effects with them. This is a recurring theme. I think it's because the guy is armed to the teeth with all the weapons under the sun, and he still hasn't noticed the dirty big multi-eyed, toothed. Anyway, lots of teeth. Monster behind him who's going to get him. I like these. I like these little creatures. I like their little red toenails. Anyway, Jaws. Well, what can I say about Jaws? Brilliant. Scared me to death when I was a kid. My dad just fell about laughing when that fella's head popped out the boat. He just laughed at me. I was nearly crying. I was only little. Anyway, Jaws. This is the last scene. And there's the fella he's just eaten. That's Hooper in his cage. I had to, it was hard to draw the shark actually, but I do like his teeth. I like his teeth. Yeah. Brody, that's it. That's what his name is. Yeah. Anyway, this is just a little practice page of different things. Leaves I was practicing, and this is Tickle the Hedgehog's mum and dad. Dad and mum. Anyway, ooh look, bare bottom. They were meant to be standing here. And Tickle was going to be here, waving goodbye as he went to school for the first time. But that was going to be done on the computer. Scan those in separately and then drop them in. I was quite happy with this one, with all the leaves and the detail in it. I quite like that picture. I like the fact that I got the kitchen looking like it's inside the building. Just, worked alright though. Anyway, more octopus with giant teeth trying to eat the United States Army. You'll see that in a minute why I was drawing that one. And this was meant. These leaves here, these brambles were meant to go on that other picture previously. Now this is a tribute to Bill making stuff. Obviously, he's a wonderful artist. I call him an artist because he is an artist in quite a few ways, because he draws beautifully and he makes things out of rubbish that anybody can afford to do, like squirty bottles, and he does these what he calls bead bots, and they're just bits of wire with beads on them glued together, and they look absolutely brilliant. And he does an episode where his baby beats him up, his little boy beats him up because he's nicking all his toys all the time, and for some reason he's got a picture or a sign in his studio with Cardigans Kill. I'll let him explain that to you anyway, but thanks Bill, good show. That's the reason why that octopus was trying to eat the United States Air Force's aeroplanes. Revenge of Bikini Atoll. They did a lot of blowing up of bombs in Bikini Atoll in the 50s, I think it was. Anyway, the Americans absolutely ruined the place. So I radiated giant octopus are attacking the American army, and they're going to get it back. And that was the drawing of that little fella I said I'd tell you about. The movie's called The Slime People. And it's a good movie there. I like that one. It was quite well put together, that film. I like the design of the creatures, although I've changed them, because the one in the movie looks a little bit gormless, but I tried to make him look a bit more sinister. Yet another monster movie. Space 1999. Now what can I say? Series 1 only. Series 2 is terrible, but Series 1, that terrified me when I was a kid in the early 70s. I remember coming down crying to my dad and mum because one of the episodes scared me so much. But when I watch that now, it still creeps me out. Anyway, these are just from memory. They don't look anything like the actors. But yeah, I tried my best with my spaceship. I had one of them when I was a kid. I had a little spaceship. They're worth a fortune now if I'd have kept it and not wrecked it. Anyway, I do like that show. Does anybody remember that? What no? I called him What no. I don't know what his name is. Actually, the kids were drawing that when I was a kid in school. And I made him into a little character. Oop, look, bare bottom again. Anyway. What no, yeah. A little naked character. No idea why. More naughty nurse. And if the sharp-eyed viewers out there, if there is any, that is. I might be hoping too much there. Anyway, I forgot to put the H in naughty. Me dad will be going, oh no, you idiot. Yeah, he's as bad as me, his spelling. Anyway, this is tryouts of naughty Neris and different expressions, naughty expressions on her face. And Tickle the Hedgehog goes to school and the teacher asks him, can you write down your favourite dream? You know. So he writes down this one because he's fed up of his family and other friends being run over by humans in their cars. I quite like the whizzy bit on there. It makes it look like it's moving. Yeah, it's a little bit dark, that, actually. I'm not sure that should have gone it. You know, that would go into a kid's book. That was just me being daft. More octopus, yetis, big bellied monsters with zips on their belly. What the zip does, I've no idea. But oh look, severed arm. And I like that one. I like his face. Pleased with that one. Yeah, I like that one. Yeah, I like this one too. That's Naughty Neris doing a dance. And giant monsters. And an ancient dinosaur who's got orthopedic beach sandals on. Don't know why. Why would you put orthopedic beach sandals on a dinosaur? That's a bit weird, isn't it? Eh? Another octopus. And this is Podamus Mouse. He was going to be in a story. Oh, but I just couldn't. I couldn't sort the story out. I had the character down, you know, drawn nicely and everything. It was all right. But just trying to figure out the story was difficult. She's in the mood, isn't she? Yeah, and lots of little creatures, and I quite like him. I didn't like him when I did him in pencil, but he's turned out all right in colour. Lots of eyes. Lots of eyes. Thank you, Bill. Oh, more eyes. Yeah, this is me practicing. But I drew him first. He was a soldier, military man. And I didn't like it, the fact that he was just a military guy. You know, so I put him on a moon, did a big pink, multi-eyed, loads of teeth monster wearing tighty whities, little Y fronts. Makes me laugh, that bit. Anyway, yeah, and it reduced, you know, stops it being a military picture then, doesn't it? You know, it's just a funny picture. He's got all the guns and all the ammo and everything, and he still can't get away from him. These are just practicing people and faces. Woo! Fiend without a face. I had to do a proper poster for that, or picture for that, because I really like that movie. It was all done with stop motion animation, which it's not bad. That, you know, even now I watched that not so long ago, and it's really well done. And yeah, I like that. Yeah, it's Fiend without a face. Good film there. Anyway, I wanted to draw a Sherlock Holmes picture, and a friend of mine used to say the mound from the hound of the Baskervilles. Used to make me laugh. Where he got that from, I've no idea. So I drew it. And that's the last person the dog ate, the big beast. And Dr. Watson's feeling a bit icky because of the eyeballs. And then I've done some work for the council about picking up dog poo, little campaign thing. Anyway, I put that at the bottom. Pick up after your dog. The mound from the house. I like that. Oh, little map. This is from a book. 3 books actually I've done about a badger called Melvin, who is fed up of his park, his home, being covered in litter by humans, and he goes on adventures to try and get rid of all the litter and try to educate people. And I've sold it to the council here in Wales, one of the councils, and they've bought all 3 books, and they're going to be distributed to schools, to kids in school. So there's a lot more with the books. It's not just the books. I do posters and colouring in pages, and yeah, it's gone really well. And I'm having it translated into Welsh, which is brilliant. So I'll have a Welsh version finally, whenever they get ready, and then I'll have an English version for other counties in England. So yeah, that's one of the backgrounds for the cover of I think one of the books called Melvin and the Monster in the Woods. This is all the characters are put in this later on afterwards. But this is just the inked version of it. I haven't coloured it in yet. But I will do eventually. I will do. And that's it really. I still haven't finished this. This from the film The Thing. That's a grim movie though. I didn't want to do like a real it because it's horrible. Anyway, I did. For some reason I drew a cat. And I called him McKitty instead of McReady or McReady from the movie, played by what's his name? Russell something, isn't it? Kurt Russell, yeah. Anyway, so I drew a cat instead, make it a bit more child friendly. But I'm in the middle of colouring in all these monsters. I don't want to make them too scary. I'm just trying to make them look, a bit funny. And this is meant to be Adam Savage. If you look, I watch a lot of his program. I was watching him on this morning actually. Adam Savage making a lightsaber. Oh, he's such a clever fella, but he's got such a good way of working with stuff. He doesn't let any disasters get to him. He just works through it, and he's taught me a bit, that has actually. So he makes a lot of spacesuits. So I drew him in a spacesuit, and obviously I had to put a monster chasing him over the planet. And Savage Industries, to boldly go where no Adam has gone before. So yeah, that's the book so far. Now, if you would like to see me draw these live, or maybe not live, but a video of me doing it, please let me know in the comments below. And and if you want to see more of the book as well as I go, I could fill it all out and complete it. So please let me know in the comments. If you like the video, please give me a like and some constructive comments. If you want to see more, let me know. So thank you very much for listening and for watching my video. I'll hopefully see you again.